entries. On BetterHelp, they actually have an area where you can type in your journal entry and act like it's your own digital diary.
What is up, super fam and bro Vengers alike? I am Sensei Finito, aka Vane Sensei, and welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture. And today, we are going to be discussing a whole bunch of things, but we're mainly going to be taking a look at what movies and shows are going to be coming at us in 2024, as well as taking a look at some things that have popped up as far as pop culture news, while we will also be checking out, of course, none other than Scoop Central. I'm excited to get into it. I know I am super late today. There is a lot of things going on in my life at this moment, and I just wanted to make sure that I could still go live and stream and get this live show done today. I know it's late, but I still wanted to make it happen. It's 2024. This is definitely still going to be coming out as a podcast, all that good stuff. We're stepping off. We're not, we're going to be starting off on a good foot in 2024 with at least getting shit done. You know what I'm saying? So with all that being said, I hope everyone is having a fantastic day, and I hope everyone is rocking and rolling and getting it pit pop plopping and slopping. You already know, you guys. If you haven't already, make sure you follow us on all platforms at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with all things Marvel and everything pop culture. You can also follow me on social media at Sensei Finito to stay up to date with all my thoughts, theories, and opinions and whatever particular things I may be partaking in. And then you already know we got those weekly podcasts that I was just talking about on wherever you get your podcasts. So you can always listen to us if you wanna tap in, if you wanna get it in. You already know where you can fit us in. Wait, yo, that was actually kind of crazy, but I stand by it. Yo, it is a marvelous Monday indeed, and I hope everyone is having a marvelous Monday. There's a bunch of stuff that has come out, a bunch of things that have, I guess you can say, occurred or transpired. Just with all the nerd realm, I guess you can say, there's a lot of stuff that's been going down. So we're just going to be covering a lot of that good stuff and getting it cracking. For our open discussion, we're going to be talking about the upcoming projects of 2024. For our pop culture news update, we're going to check out some new looks at What If, Season 3, Deadpool 3, Netflix's live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender, and of course, Echo. And then for Scoop Central, we're going to be talking about Kang v. Strange. So it's definitely going to be going up, it's going to be going down, and it's going to be going all around. So I hope everyone is definitely ready to get it in. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like and a share on the stream, because it definitely helps out with all the things that we're doing around here. Okay, let's get it cracking. For our open discussion, like I said, we're going to be talking about the upcoming projects that are in 2024, and we're going to be talking about all the superhero / supervillain projects that are going to be coming in 2024, and I'm really excited about them. Starting with Echo. Echo actually is going to be coming out next week. Echo is going to be a Disney Plus exclusive, a Disney Plus special. It's going to actually be the first project that they put out, as well, at least the first Marvel MCU project that they will put out all at once. So it will not be a weekly release. It won't be a daily release like What If, but they will put it all out at once in the binge method. So I hope everyone is ready to kind of lock in and load with that and get it crickling and crackling. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm definitely ready to get it moving. Okay. So, Echo is going to be pretty awesome. We also got a first look at Echo today, and we're also going to be talking about that later on in the pop culture news section. I just want to say that I am very excited for Echo. It is supposed to be kind of preceding Daredevil, also, I guess you can say, concluding some of the things that were brought up in Hawkeye. So this show, for all intents and purposes, is going to be pretty amazing. I'm hoping for. It should be a lot more gritty. We know that it is going to be TVMA. I believe it is also one of Marvel's first Marvel Spotlights projects that they're actually putting out. So all of that stuff, all of that stuff seems like it's going to be going real smooth, and it's going to be going, straight. And I'm really hoping for the best for Echo. I seen some people already kind of hating on it here and there, but I'm just really, I'm really hoping that we can just lock it in and make sure that we get it moving. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm really excited to see the TVMA side of the MCU kind of come to life, and I'm definitely excited to see. I almost said a Bad Batch for some reason, but I'm really excited to see Daredevil also come into play here. We saw Daredevil for the first time in She-Hulk, which was pretty awesome. I think it was I think that was a really cool introduction for what's going to be what we're going to get into when we move into the future. And I think we're also going to be definitely ready to step in and get more of that MA stuff, especially because we're going to have yeah, we're definitely excited to get everything going, moving, and kind of getting the ball rolling at the very least. Like I said, with the TVMA MCU stuff that's going on for sure. I mean, we've been kind of waiting for that for a long time, and I think there's a couple of projects that have kind of been playing with that level of the TVMA, whether it be Moon Knight, whether it be the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. I guess you can not really Loki. Loki didn't really play with the TVMA thing, but the Falcon, the Winter Soldier, and Moon Knight definitely played with that kind of TVMA rating, and I think that those projects definitely could have benefit from being a little bit more gritty, a little bit more, like, you know what I mean? Just giving a little bit more of that in there. But if they're saving it for characters like Daredevil, characters like Echo with the Kingpin and all of that, I'm okay with that. Punisher, those characters definitely do need to have that type of TVMA vibe to them, especially because that's where the bar was already set. So, as far as it goes when it comes to Echo, like I said, I am highly anticipating it this month. I wouldn't say it's one of my most anticipated projects this year, but it's definitely up there. So the next one that's on the list right here is Kraven the Hunter, the movie. I believe that was supposed to be coming out at the end of the year in 2023, but it unfortunately did not. So this year it should be coming out, and the trailer that we got for that was okay. It wasn't like the best thing ever, but it also wasn't the worst thing ever. It definitely got me hyped for it. Who is his dad in that? Is it Russ? I don't think it's Russell Crowe, but it might be Russell Crowe. Whoever his dad is, I just remember it being a meme. Like, this dude is everyone's father. Like, what's going on here? I'm down for this movie. It looked okay. I mean, yeah, it looked okay from the trailer. They're giving him a different kind of vibe. And this is also a rated R project, and I think this is Sony's first Marvel rated R project. And it's kind of the thing that they should have did with Venom and Mobius or Morbius, excuse me, from the jump. That's kind of what they should have done, is made those R, because the MCU has that PG-13 side really down packed. Same with I think that's one of the reasons why people did love the Snyderverse so much, is because they were able to get, the kid, not the kid, but the more quote unquote watered down, or the more lighthearted, or the more comic like depictions of the comic world, and then they could go to DC and get a little bit more and get the more serious, gritty take on things that we already know. You know what I mean? And I think that that's kind of one of the reasons why the fandom has been so split in every way possible, is because there is not a movie media form that gets to take over that other side, that other half that Marvel already covers. Marvel has this entire half covered completely. So it's like when anyone else tries to do any side of that formula, people complain. But then no one's really trying to tackle the other side of that formula. And I think that Sony can definitely do that. I mean, if you look at stuff like The Boys, a lot of people don't even know that is a Sony project. So it's like, we already see that Sony definitely can benefit off of that rated R thing. So I hope they lean into it a lot more with their Marvel content, because as I said, Disney has it down packed when it comes to the lighthearted comic vibes, that you would generally get. So hopefully this is cool. We get to see, what is his name? I can't remember what his name is, but he also played Quicksilver. I have so many names floating in my head, so I just can't remember what his name is right now, but I'm pretty excited to see that. And yeah, so moving right along from Craven, next up on the docket is Agatha. We do not know what the the co-sign on that is. They've changed it about a million times. Coven of Chaos, Darkhold Diaries, you know what I mean? All of these other things. And I'm also very hyped for Agatha. I'm not even going to sugarcoat it. Agatha should dive really deeper into the mystical and magical, really not the sorcical. What? The dark magic, the sorcery, the chaos magic. I don't know what the word is that I'm looking for, but it's going to dive deeper into that. All things magic is what that's going to dive into. Hopefully, I'm really hoping to see some more lore coming from Agatha for as far as the magic goes in the MCU. We haven't seen too much of it because I feel like the big thing is there is a huge difference between like magic and sorcery. I think it's something like that. It's like magic and sorcery are not the same thing. Dark magic and sorcery are not the same thing. And I think that seeing that Doctor Strange is a sorcerer and being able to see Agatha and Scarlet Witch as witches, it definitely brings a balance that I want to know more about, because we know a lot about how the sorcery stuff works. That goes in very deep to all the things that we've seen from the Doctor Strange movies. Even in WandaVision, a little bit, we saw a little bit of sorcery, but that was more like, that was more magic. I don't even know how else to explain it. It just definitely gave more magic vibes, or witchcraft. There we go. Sorcery and witchcraft. Those things definitely are different, and being able to get more of those lines drawn in the sand as to what witchcraft is and what that really looks like and how that affects the people that use it or whatever, and if this coven is going to come together, hoping to see them trying to even resurrect Wanda if she really did die in Multiverse of Madness. We know that Wanda's son is supposed to be in it, Wiccan, in the form of, I can't think of his name. I think it's Joe something. I think that's what the actor's name is, but I might be wrong about that. But, that's also some W things that we got going on right there. And it's really going to be interesting to see where we go with all the sorcery and all the magical vibes that we have not really been privy to as of yet. So yeah, that's kind of one of the reasons why I'm really excited for that. Moving on to a movie, getting into DC a little bit, Joker 2. I'm super here for Joker 2. I think this is Joker 2 Folie à Deux, if I'm not mistaken. That's the title of this. Joker 2 is going to be amazing. I mean, there's just nothing else to say about it. Joker was already amazing, the first movie, giving us that super different take on Joker completely and giving us this DC world in a different take, this Elseworld, of course, in a completely different fashion. It felt cool. It felt right. It was a perfect character to do it with, and I can't believe that we're getting more of it, because I definitely thought it was more of a one and done, but it's not a one and done. We're getting a two right now, and I don't know if this is going to build into a trilogy possibly in the future, but if it does, I mean, that's great. Joaquin Phoenix does a wonderful job, and I think bringing in Lady Gaga to play Harley Quinn in this second movie is going to just capitalize on a lot more things there, and I'm even more there for that. Like all of these movies giving us so many different vibes, kind of like what I was just talking about, of not having that dark, gritty area fully covered yet. I think things like Joker 2 and I believe the Batman, I think those things definitely do take up on some of that side. It's just, I think people really want something. I don't know what people want. I don't even think people know what they want. But I think Joker 2, we already know people want Joker, so people are going to be here for Joker 2. Moving right along yet again to another movie. I'm hoping that since Craven is R, we're going to see this movie possibly being rated R, and that is Venom 3. It's probably not going to be rated R, just because if it was, then it wouldn't be able to complete the trilogy the right way. You know what I mean? It's like you would have to literally, I think Harry Potter does that, is it grows with the characters. When the first couple of movies are PG, and then once it gets more serious, it's PG-13. And I think if Venom is like, Venom could do something like that, but going to R is just vicious. So they're probably going to finish that out on PG-13 and then just kind of try to move forward with some other stuff as R, maybe. But man, I mean, I can't say that I'm hyped for Venom 3 in any way, shape, or form because the last Venom was a very much so a letdown, and the first Venom was already a letdown kind of in itself. So for the second movie to kind of lower the bar from what the first movie gave us, it was like, damn, what is Sony doing? You know, like hashtag sell the Sonyverse, baby. Like, why isn't that out here in these streets? Because they don't know what the hell they're doing. You know what I mean? People can say whatever they want about everything else, but damn, they're lost in the sauce, bro. Like, no, I don't know. I don't think any DC movie has done as bad as the Sony Marvel movies, my G. So, there's definitely something to talk about there. But I don't know what they could do with it. I don't know if we're gonna bring in Spider-Man. I don't know what we're gonna do here. You know, I don't know where it goes. And honestly, kind of don't care. You know, kind of don't care. It was dope to see the cameo in Amazing Spider-Man. Like, the only thing they can do good is rated R movies and and animation. So Sony definitely needs to stick to that. But we're moving on to some more DC, and that's Kite Man. Not gonna lie, had no idea Kite Man was even gonna be coming out as I don't know if this is a movie, a show, an animated, a live action. I don't know anything about this. This is actually my first time seeing anything about this. So, you know, shout out to Kite Man, I guess. You know what I mean? Shout out to Kite Man. I don't know why this guy is getting his own show, unless it's a spinoff from the Harley Quinn show for HBO Max, or Max, I should say now. Then I can understand that, because I know he did have a big role in that, especially with like being with what's her name? Poison Ivy, and then getting left, and then all that good stuff. So I could see that definitely happening. But again, I guess this isn't really I don't know why, because I do like his character from that, so I could see watching that more too. So I'm actually kind of here for that. Uh oh, wait. Yeah, I'm seeing Mike Beasley say Kite Man is a spinoff from the Harley Quinn animated show. Poison Ivy was dating him. Okay, see, that's what I thought. So it's good to know that that's actually a fact. They'll push the envelope with PG-13, kind of like how Multiverse of Madness was a couple headshots away from R. That's very true. That's very true. That is very true. It was a couple headshots away from R. Yeah, that's a good point. uh X-Men 97, the animated show, continuing on with some animated stuff. We're getting that this year. I'm really excited for X-Men 97. I'm not sure when that's supposed to come out. I don't think we have a date for that or anything, but it does have me extremely hyped city for it. You know, like, I am extremely hyped for it. Can't wait to see where that goes. And I think it's going to go a lot of places. Like, I really do think it's going to go a lot of places. X-Men 97. Yeah. That's just continuing off of the last X-Men show that we had, all that good stuff. It's supposed to be better animation, more anime style, and just all around just a solid show. I believe some people have seen the first couple of episodes for it, and they said that it was awesome. So we're pretty much in good hands there. It feels very much like the original show, according to some people that I've seen. According to people I've heard from that have seen X-Men 97. So I'm here for all of that. Continuing with Marvel stuff and X-Men, we're gonna get Deadpool 3 coming out this year. That's going to be continuing the R-rated Deadpool series that we've already had, but Deadpool 3, unlike the first two, is going to be the first Deadpool movie set in the MCU. This is also starring Hugh Jackman returning as Wolverine, as well as a plethora of other Foxverse characters. This has been explained as Deadpool kills Marvel, but instead of Deadpool kills Marvel, it's Deadpool kills the Foxverse. So this is going to be insane. Kind of hinted at that in the trailer, the post-credit scene for Deadpool 2, of him kind of going through and murdering everyone. I'm pretty sure we're going to get something adjacent to that, but, you know, Deadpool 3 and having a lot more Marvel stuff show up. I believe we've heard rumors of Mobius supposed to be showing up in this, and the TV having to have some type of role in this movie as well. Don't know. I don't know if there's validity to those things yet. I think those are just kind of like rumor scoops, not necessarily anything hard set just yet. at least I don't think, when it comes to like, the TVA and stuff like that. I think there's a lot of change that can still happen to that. I don't think Kang had anything to do with Deadpool 3, so we're not looking at any reshoots for those type of reasons. But Deadpool 3 should be amazing, and I think Deadpool 3 is one of my most anticipated things this year. Possibly, it's definitely up there. Like, definitely up there. Continuing on with some more, I think this is TVMA, and this is a show going back to DC. We're going to have the Penguin spinoff that is going to be airing on Max. The Penguin is actually a spinoff from the Batman. This is also going to, I don't think this is directed by Matt Reeves, but I know this is Matt Reeves adjacent because he was working on like the Batman 2, so he could not work on the Penguin, but he was like heavily still involved in everything that was going on. Like he worked on it, but he couldn't work on it, But for all, like, we've seen a teaser for this at some point. I don't remember when we saw that teaser, but we did see a teaser for this maybe earlier this year, and it looked really good, the stuff that we've seen. And Colin Farrell is reprising that role as the Penguin, and this is definitely one of my most anticipated DC projects that's going to be kind of popping off this year. For me, for sure, is because I really like how the Penguin looks. I liked how the Penguin was in the Batman movie. He stole the show multiple times, and I really appreciated his performance. And I'm also very excited to get a closer look at this Gotham after the Batman and what it looks like and how everyone is getting it together. And I'm not sure if we're gonna see Batman like in the show at all. I'm pretty sure we might see like just someone running at sometimes, like have him. I think it would be dope to see Batman from the point of view of the, of the bad guys, to where you don't ever see him and you just know that he's whooping ass and taking names, and you just see your guys disappearing, and then you just see a batarang, you know what I mean? Like, you don't need to have Robert Pattinson in the show fully. You could just have some mentions. We've seen it done really well before, so I'm hoping that we get something like that. And if they do throw Robert Pattinson in there, the more the merrier. I'm still all here for it, you dig. Moving on with some more TVMA content. This is coming from The Boys Season 4. The Boys Season 4 will definitely be continuing the world and story that we have seen set up from The Boys Season 3, as well as Gen V Season 1. That kind of was the first live action spinoff for The Boys universe. I'm really, really excited for this. I'm not going to lie to you guys. The Boys is a show that stole my heart. And I have no idea what we're going to get into in this new season. The season of Gen V ended crazy with that Homelander kind of post-credit scene. That definitely had me shooketh in my boots. No idea what's going to be going on there. And yeah, it's definitely going to be a crazy time. It's going to be crazy. So... it's definitely going to be insane to see where this goes, and, what's going to be continuing to transpire from this point on. We're in all new territory with The Boys. They've already passed where the book stops. Oh, damn. I had no idea. Yeah, I know The Boys is a comic, I guess, and I just didn't know it went that deep. Next up is Invincible Season 2. Invincible Season 2, or should I say Invincible Part 2. And I'm low-key iffy on Invincible part one. You know what I mean? Because it definitely should have been just a complete season, and it felt incomplete. You know what I mean? I was not happy with how that ended. I was like, damn, bro, what? This is what we doing? That's heartbreaking, you know? So, I just wish that, I wish that we would have got all that in one big chunk, but I know part two is about to be insane. I just really hope that they crank it up and it's worth that having a second part, because it may not be. It may not be worth the second part at all. So, I don't know what they're doing with Invincible. Invincible kind of felt everywhere, but again, it felt everywhere because they did not, like, things that they brought up. Like, it was supposed to be a complete season. That's it. They told us that they were working on seasons 2 and 3 at one time. And I think that coming out with, coming out like this is way better. Way better. I think it's way better to do it in this way. And I'm pretty excited and I'm still excited for Invincible, but it's just, it's just hard. It's just kind of heartbreaking, to not get that full story at one part and kind of just be teased that way. So I'm hoping that we get something a little bit more put together in the next season. There was a lot of things that were brought up. The dude that died, he had like a whole little mini arc, and then the dad stuff that was going on, and then Invincible and the Nick Fury dude. Like, it was just so much stuff, and then the multiverse, and then it was just so many things. But I can say, as much as it doesn't feel like this was supposed to be a part one, at the same time, it definitely did feel like it was supposed to be a part one, the way that they kind of ended it and all of that stuff. It even had like a little post-credit scene type of vibe. So I think they handled it well. I just really hope that, they can get the ball rolling, and, I hope this doesn't affect I don't hope this doesn't affect anyone too much or too tough. It's just kind of, is deep. And then, next up is Madam Web, the Madam Web movie. This Madam Web movie is going to be the one of the first Sony movies that have Spider-Man in it in a long time, and especially in their Spider-Man universe of Marvel characters that Sony owns, whatever the hell it's called. I think this is our first time seeing a Spider-Man in that universe, and we're going to get a whole bunch of them. Madam Web is going to be part of that whole vibe, the whole, all of that. I don't know if it's going to be, I don't know how connected it is to the animated stuff, but I know it is heavily connected to all the other live action things that we've kind of got. And it is Sony's version of like Multiverse of Madness. If I'm not mistaken, that is basically what it's supposed to be. That trailer was awesome. We got to see a whole bunch of different Spider people. And then we also had not the Scarlet. I don't think his name is Scarlet Spider, but we had Crazy Spider dude that's going to be going through and assassinating many people. So that movie should be crazy. Nothing that's on my hype list at all, but we gonna see what that is about. I mean, the trailer looked cool, but at the same time, it kind of looked a little cheesy in certain parts. So I'm not sure how to feel about that. And then I know the whole girl power thing is gonna be. I don't know how Sony is gonna handle that. You know what I'm saying? Like, from like, even for Marvel, it's hard for them to handle the girl power POV. And it's not like I hate it or dislike it or anything. I just think it's really hard for them to handle it in a good way. And Sony's movies are 30 million, billion, gajillion times worse than Marvel, like the MCU movies. So it's going to be really interesting how they handle the female team up, and if they can do it better, because it's like, I don't think anyone can really handle the female team up in a really good way, because I think it's just people, there's people out there that just don't like it, and I don't think that's really gonna go anywhere. So like, even no matter how much I like these different things, like, I still don't. I just think that like some of the general audiences are going to be set tripping off of it. You know, not like having all these female Spider-Men or Spider-Women introduced, and then they're probably going to whoop the shit out of the main Spider dude, and it's just going to all cause an issue. And I I saw something, and it's called like the girl boss effect, basically, to where that it's like, I don't know what that is, but apparently that's just where a lot of the nerds are saying that we are in right now. It's like we were in a comic book era, but now we're in a girl boss era. And while I do understand there have been many things centered around women in every form of media, it's like, how is I don't understand how it's a bad thing. Maybe it's too much from every form of media for people at one time. And shit like that is definitely interesting to see, because it's like, did you guys share like a memo that we needed to have 30,000 female-led projects in the next, like 3 years? Like, I don't know, but it's like, House of the Dragon, you know what I mean? Like, it's like when you start looking at all these projects, it is kind of like, this is interesting, but it's not like, I don't think it's oversaturated necessarily. I just think that the hate is very loud, and so it causes the love to be a lot more silent, for a lack of better words. So I'm hoping that this movie doesn't get riddled with that, especially because a lot of the women in this movie are young women, you know what I mean? Like, and they don't deserve the hate. Like, the same way, like, everyone's like, bro, who asked for all this Haley Atwell? Like, bro, we did, we asked for Haley Atwell. As soon as we saw her in Endgame, everybody was like, yo, I want to see more Peggy Carter. As soon as Disney Plus got announced, everyone was like, yo, I need Agent Carter to come back as a show. And now that we have her in the multiverse, everyone's set tripping. But again, it's like, maybe it's because we have the Marvels and Miss Marvel and She-Hulk and then them and then, the women in this movie and that movie and that movie. But it's like, I don't understand how that can be overwhelming to somebody, especially when the reverse happened and no one was really complaining, I guess, so I don't know, but I do understand. I mean, and then it's like, you got everything kind of doing that. Mandalorian making, Bo-Katan being like the main character. And then you got the Ahsoka, and then you got this, and you got that, and you got that, and then you got this. And it's like it's just a lot of stuff for people to get to complain about, rather than they're actually being valid things. Because even when it's like validly like, oh, this wasn't good, and not just because it was, it wasn't good because of the sake of it's not being good. It's always, no, it's not good because it's a woman. And it's like, that's lame. That's lame as hell. House of the Dragon was amazing, and that was led by a woman, and no one was complaining about that, So it's like, there are obvious caveats. There are obvious things that are supposed to be a lot, like, exceptions, I guess you can say, to this scenario, but it's just, there should never have to be exceptions. There should never be scenarios or any of that stuff, it should just be what it is. So, yeah. Y'all mad we don't have Spidey in our movies? Fine, here's several. Hey, that's kind of the vibe that everyone's been going for, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? It's kind of wild to see. Moving away from some of the comic-y stuff, we got a Megamind show coming at us. I love me some Megamind, so seeing a Megamind show should definitely be amazing. My bad. Yeah, Megamind is gonna be amazing. I love me some Megamind, yo. Everything about Megamind is awesome. Will Ferrell is dope. I hope it's Will Ferrell reprising the role as Megamind because that's what we need. And I saw that there was another show getting like there was a double announcement. It was like, oh, a Megamind show is happening, and I think there's like a Rise of Gru show or something, or like there's another Gru show or something like that's happening. And I thought we were getting like a Gru Megamind crossover team up, and I lost my shit at first. I was like, let's go! And then I was like, oh, wait, no. Because, I mean, like, think about it. Couldn't those fit in the universe together perfectly? Like, Megamind could definitely take place in the same universe as Despicable Me. And Despicable Me, like, that all could fit together. You got the villains already in that universe everywhere. We needed just some heroes. So I think that would be super awesome to see like Megamind versus Gru. I think that would be dope. And for them both to think that the other is a villain, but they're both actually good guys or whatever. You know what I mean? I think that would be something awesome. Or even have them team up against their villains from the movies. You know what I mean? Or whatever. Like I think that would be cool. Have super villain dude from Megamind come back and then have all the villains from Despicable Me come back and make them have like an evil Justice League type of thing. And then build from there and see what happens. I'm straight, I mean, not everything needs to be a shared universe, but that would be freaking awesome if it happened. You know what I mean? For real. Sign me up for Megamind, bro. For real. I signed on a lot of line as soon as I seen the movie. Yo, what's up with it, Nighthawk? How you doing, my G? Despicable Me 4. Oh, yeah. Yeah. And moving, or staying on topic with animation, this is a surprise thing that kind of came out towards the end of the year last year, but we are going to be getting a animated Wakanda show called Eyes of Wakanda. I don't think we know anything about this. This has nothing to do with the Okoye series that we're supposed to be getting. Or anything like that. I think we're supposed to be getting, including this project, I think there's 3 Wakanda projects in total, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, that's there. And I'm really excited to kind of see what that means and what is gonna, be spawning from the Eyes of Wakanda show. I hope Eyes of Wakanda is like a Tales of the Jedi, but for different, like Wakanda characters that we may not know about. But again, I have no idea what this could be about. Like, it could be about trying to find a new king, or it could be all centered on M'Baku, or it could be about anything, So I have no idea, but I'm excited for it. I'm here for it. Black Panther 2 was a really good movie. I liked it. I don't think I've watched that movie again, actually, since it's come out. So I think the only opinion I have on that is my honeymoon review. I don't think I've gone back to it to have another opinion on it yet. So that's something I'll probably definitely have to do to see if I still feel the same way. Because there was definitely a lot of emotions and stuff going into that movie. So it'll be really interesting to see how this one goes. We have Suicide Squad Isekai, which I believe is supposed to be an anime Suicide Squad show. No idea what that's going to be about either. It's going to be insane in the membrane. Because Suicide Squad's awesome, and I'm hoping this is a rated R crazy thing from top to bottom, start to finish. Super pumped for this, for real. And then we also are getting a Watchmen animated show. No, I don't even know about this, but I'm pumped about it. I love me some Watchmen. I loved every Watchmen we've got. I loved the movie, I loved the show, and now we're getting an animated show. So we're kind of gonna have all of the media sides of our brains itched for our Watchmen content, even though we don't have an abundance of it. I don't think we need an abundance of it. The Watchmen movie didn't need like 3 movies. The Watchmen show didn't need another season. And I'm hoping that this is kind of in that similar way, very honed in, and obviously there's a story to tell. That's what I'm really shooting for. And then we also have Creature Commandos coming from DC. This is something that I'm also hyped about. This will actually be our first DCU project. This is going to be our first official DCU project, even though it is animated. The DCU is a going to be a shared universe across animation, live action, and I believe also, I think he also said like video games and possibly comic books. I think that's what James Gunn had said in that initial announcement, and we haven't heard any change to that either since. So I'm really hoping that Creature Commandos can really start it off with a bang. I'm hoping Creature Commandos is DC's Invincible. Like, that's just it. Like, no cap. That's what it needs to be in order to be, like, really, really do something. If it's more like a Young Justice type of vibe or, you know, a more kiddie type of vibe, people are going to shit all over it, and it's going to go bad really quickly because people are just waiting to shit on James Gunn stuff. But if it's good, and for all, I just hope to God people forget that this is like James Gunn's DCU project type of thing, and people just end up watching it and loving it, so we can later be like, ha ha ha, this is DCU. And you said you hated James Gunn, but look, it's like, yeah, but it's just animated. You know what I mean? Like, so we can just have those conversations. Those combos are always fun. And then we're going to be wrapping it off with some amazing animated content coming in from Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man over there at Disney Plus. This will be not our first, but this will be yet another animated show coming at us for Disney Plus, centering around none other but the Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. So this will be a completely different Peter Parker than we have seen before. We did get a teaser. We got some pictures basically dropped for this at San Diego Comic-Con in 2022, you guys. And so it's been, you know, it's been a year now since then where they showed us a whole bunch of dope stuff. And they had also shown some episodes of this to the YouTubers that had came to see the Eyes of Wakanda and X-Men 97. So, you know, we've heard good things about X-Men 97, Eyes of Wakanda, and Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man because those are the ones that they showed them when they had like that kind of meetup or whatever it was, and people absolutely loved all of it from what I hear. So I'm here for every single part of it. You know what I mean? Super here for it. More Spidey multiverse, Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man. Yes, yo. And I'm really hoping we get to see him cross over into that. And that's kind of what I had said from the start, yo. Like, for real, for real. Alrighty. And that is it for the superhero villain projects coming in 2024. Let's move on to some video game adaptations that we'll be releasing in 2024, starting with Fallout. Fallout is getting its own, I believe, a live action series for it. And that should be awesome. You know, I don't know a lot about Fallout. I haven't played a lot of Fallout games. I don't know the lore or anything, but I know that people love Fallout, bro. Like, they love it. So I'm hoping that's a good show. I'm happy we're getting a lot more video game show type of things because I think video games are so underrated, and I hope that having all of these you know, shows come out based off of video games has people really be excited. Next up is Sonic 3. Sonic is amazing and such a family-friendly, heart-filled, heartwarming, action-packed, I guess trilogy it's going to turn into. And man, I'm so surprised that I have been loving those movies so much, but they are so good, and I am so ready for Sonic 3. We had that hint at Shadow at as the post-credit scene, and then we also had a teaser of Shadow come out a little while ago this year, I believe. So that movie's gonna be dope. And then we're also continuing the Sonic world with the first spinoff, and that is going to be the Knuckles show that's just titled Knuckles. I'm super pumped for Knuckles. Knuckles was awesome in the show, and it felt like his story was a little lacking, and that's because they were planning on exploring it more here. And I understand that the consensus is, I hate shit like that. You know what I mean? I know people don't like that, to where it's like they don't give a character a full-fledged character arc in a show or a movie because they're obviously going to have their own character arc in something else. And it's like, hey man, like, that's just how it is. I don't know what to say. That's how it is. This is the stuff that we actually have been begging for from like media for forever, so I'm just happy to get it. Sonic 3 and Knuckles are coming out this year, and I am super pumped for them both. Continuing with some more wacky thing, or changing to some more wacky things, we're gonna also get that live action Borderlands that's gonna be coming out. I think Borderlands is one of the only shows that can get away with not being spot on accurate, I guess, like accurate to the canon shit, like yeah. I think that's the only one that can do it, honestly. I'm really excited to see where that could go cuz Borderlands is going to be I think Borderlands is going to be solid. I love the games, and I think that this show can definitely capitalize on a lot of those things. And I think it could give us that, that Cowboy Bebop type of vibe that we got from that Netflix show, but on a whole nother level. So that's what I'm really hoping we get from it. I think we've seen Claptrap, and I think we also got a picture of like the cast, but it's just their silhouettes, and all that shit looks amazing. So I'm ready for all the wacky badass violence that's gonna be coming from Borderlands show. Now, moving on to something that's not okay to be not booked or not accurate to the source material is Halo Season 2, man. Halo Season 1 was a travesty. Broke me and Battery's hearts. And those trailers were magnificent. I'm going to be watching Halo Season 2, of course, just for the channel and all that stuff. But damn, they did a travesty to the Halo franchise. Like, they did it so dirty and at a perfect time to actually have it, match up with we just got the game. Well, we didn't just get the game, but it was, I think those were not like a year. I think it was like maybe a year apart for the release of the game and the show. And within a year, of each other. I think I might be wrong about that. Actually, I might be like super duper wrong about that, but it felt like that. You know what I mean? And I think it would have been a really good job for them to be a little bit more source material with it. And they didn't. They literally Halo is just really, really, really bad. Like it's really bad. Bro taking his mask off, having the cheeks out, Master Chief with the mask off and the cheeks out. That is just something that should not have happened. And then, you don't need to humanize Master Chief. I think that's the one character that should never, I think they just did a really bad job with that show, in every possible way possible. And, I'm gonna watch the next season. Not everybody, not every possible way possible, because the action was badass, the CGI was dope. It looked really good, but it just became your generic sci-fi original that wasn't even original type of vibe, and it became a Halo ripoff instead of anything else, and that was just a travesty for me. Was not expecting it, was not ready, and is definitely heartbreaking. I'm so ready for Echo next week. Facts. What's up with it, Nighthawk? How you doing, my G? But something that is mad dope and doesn't really have to pay attention to source material, but still does in a really magical way, is Arcane Season 2, yo. We're getting Arcane Season 2 this year as well, and man, that should be fantastic, bruv. Like, I think Arcane Season 2 is going to be wonderful. I think it's going to be everything that we need it to be and so much more. They have not played with us with the first season of Arcane, tugging on the emotional strings to the fullest extent, and really setting a new bar for anime. I think is safe to say that Arcane did. Arcane set a crazy new bar for what anime can be and for what people could do with anime, like, seriously, and how serious it can be, and how how in depth it can be, and how you don't have to rely on the over exaggerated dramatization. Yes, I think that's it. You don't have to, yes, that. You don't have to lean on that like other animes do. You don't have to do that, You don't have to do all those things, man. And it just still works so good, giving us a linear story, giving us characters that we care about so much, and just going in depth with each and every one of them. So Super hyped for this, and I can't wait to see where everything is going to be going with Arcane Season 2. And then, of course, we also have the Tomb Raider anime that is going to no doubt be amazing. And hey, I mean, Arcane 2, just to spin back real quick, Arcane definitely set a new precedence for the whole girl, like, I hate the girl power story or whatever, you know, or I hate girl bosses or whatever you want to call it. Like, it definitely flipped all of that narrative on its head. And again, another thing that no one had an issue with the main characters being female. And it's kind of sad to say this, but it's very obvious that it seems that the issue with the female leads is when they are actually very feminine, but when they're more masculine, then people are okay with it. And that shit's weird, bro. Super weird. So, don't know what to do about that, but hey, it is what it is. And continuing with, those video game universes, we're also going to get a Return to Silent Hill video game adaptation this year as well. And then we will also be getting a Devil May Cry anime. That should be amazing. And finally, Sonic Prime Season 3 is going to be the last video game adaptation releasing in 2024. Let me know what you guys are most hyped for out of that list there. Give me Sonic 3. I need all that nostalgia. Knuckles going to be fire. Knuckles is going to be crazy. I don't even know what Knuckles can be about, but I know it's going to be insane. Wacky is a good word for Borderlands. Bro, Borderlands lives off of the wacky. We don't talk about Halo? Yeah, we definitely don't talk about Halo. No. Halo is following more so the books versus the games. Season 2 trailer following the fall of Reach. Oh, okay. I still haven't seen the Halo Season 2 trailer if there is one. But I'm like, I'm going to be honest. I'm not I was attached to the story, not gonna lie, but it just was so heartbreaking that it wasn't accurate. Mask off, cheeks out, bruh. That shit had my heart broke. Mask off, cheeks out, heartbroken, bruh. That's Halo, bruh. That is what Halo is, man. That is 100% what Halo is. And it's kind of crazy. Arcane! I still haven't seen Arcane, bro. You gotta watch it. Yeah, Devil May Cry anime is gonna be probably one of the most peak things this year. Love Sonic Prime? Yeah, so I haven't seen Sonic Prime, but I believe my son watches Sonic Prime, and I think he loves it. Okay, moving on to animated movies that are going to be releasing in 2024. We're going to just kind of speed run this list, and then we'll go back and kind of talk about them afterwards. So we have Fixed, Garfield, Watchmen, Spellbound, Inside Out 2, Ultraman Rises, The Wild Robot, Despicable Me 4, Kung Fu Panda 4, Wallace and Gromit, Transformers 1, Orion and the Dark, Winnie the Pooh prequel, Lord of the Rings, War of Rohirrim, I think, Saving Bikini Bottom, Sandy Cheeks, Justice League, Crisis on Infinite Earths for, I guess, the 80th time, and The Day the Earth Blew Up, a Looney Tunes movie. So it looks like we're going to get a lot of dope movies in 2024, but what I'm really hoping for is some of these movies that seem like they may be not PG-13 and they might actually dabble with that R rating, and we don't have a lot here, but I'm thinking Watchmen, of course, and then we have Spellbound. I don't know what that is, but I'm hoping for that. Ultraman Rises is most likely going to be R. Orion in the Dark sounds like it could be R. That Lord of the Rings War of Rohirrim is going to definitely got to be R, hopefully, and I think those three ones are going to be some badass things if they do it the right way. We have Garfield, which you guys kind of probably already know that I am not excited for because they keep giving this man Chris Pratt every role that is near and dear to my goddamn heart. And I am sick of that shit. Chris Pratt, you better get away from my childhood memories, bruv, or it's going to be a problem. That's all I got to say, or it's going to be a problem. Despicable Me 4 is cool, but Kung Fu Panda 4 is literally probably my most anticipated thing on this list. You guys may not know, but Kung Fu Panda is my favorite animated movie trilogy I like ever. Like Kung Fu Panda is like at the top of my list for me 100%. The entire all of the movies are at the top of my list, and then Rise of the Guardians I think is like a close second. But I'm just really excited to see what they do with Kung Fu Panda 4. I just realized I still haven't seen that trailer. What the hell am I doing? I got a whole bunch of trailers that I need to catch up on and watch. And then we also have, I think I'm not really hyped for any of these other things. The Justice League one sounds cool. The Lord of the Rings one I actually am very much so pumped for. As far as the R-rated stuff go, that's probably one of my most anticipated ones for that. In terms of that, like, yeah, that in terms of the vibe that the Lord of the Rings is going to be giving us, yes, that's it, bro, for real. Like, that's my shit for sure. I think that's gonna be my shit for sure. Like, Lord of the Rings is probably gonna be dope. I wasn't the biggest fan of the show that they gave us. I'm not gonna lie to you. That show definitely threw me off. I don't know if it was like I don't know what it was. Maybe I was just in the wrong headspace. I think I just came off of watching The Wheel of Time, so that just did not hit for me the same way like The Wheel of Time did. I might need to go back and try to give it another watch, and I might like it more on the second watch, but I'm not sure. And then Justice League. Like, we've had 38 Crisis on Infinite Earths. What the hell can we do with another one? That's just kind of like whatever. And then we're going to also speed run through the horror movies releasing in 2024. And that is Trap, Saw 11, Smile 2, Cuckoo, Wolfman, Terrifier 3, Maxine, Nosferatu, Imaginary, Horoscope, Beetlejuice 2, Your Monsters, The Watchers, Alien Romulus, Return to Silent Hill, The Strangers Trilogy, A Quiet Place Day 1, and Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey 2. What? Yeah, yo, I'm not really a horror movie watcher type of vibe, but me and Remy have started watching the Saw movies, so I'll check that out maybe. I want to see Smile really bad, but I haven't got to watch it yet. Beetlejuice 2 is on my list. My wife loves Beetlejuice, so that's kind of one of the only reasons why it's really on my list. I like the movie too. It was cool. A Quiet Place Day 1 is actually, I think, my most anticipated thing next to is it Imaginary? No, it's oh no, yeah. I'm thinking of something else. The thing that I'm most excited for isn't even on here. So yeah, A Quiet Place Day 1 is probably my most I'm most hyped for that for sure, because I love A Quiet Place stuff, and I'm hoping that we get to see so much crazy shit in A Quiet Place Day 1, and then I'm pretty hyped to go back and like watch A Quiet Place Day 1, and then watch A Quiet Place, and then watch A Quiet Place 2. Like, I think that's gonna be freaking dope skis. So I'm here for all of that, for real. So let me know which projects of 2024 you guys are most excited for. There are a shit ton of them, if I do say so myself. I've kind of told you guys the ones I'm most excited for. So let me know how you guys are feeling about all the stuff we're supposed to be getting this year. Even though Marvel doesn't have a ton of stuff coming out this year, it's still going to be a damn good year for us nerds, man. Like, a damn good year. Out of all the things we talked about, I think the most stacked list was the superhero / supervillain projects coming in 2024, next to the animated projects that are going to be coming at us. So I think both of these things are awesome, super hyped for them, and I can't wait to see where that goes and what that all equals and transpires into. Lord of the Rings is my most anticipated film. Ooh, I think Lord of the Rings is going to be dope, Nighthawk. No cap. Sensei v. Chris Pratt. Bro, I can't I can't explain to you how insanely triggering it is for some reason to see Chris Pratt everywhere, bro. I don't know what it is about, bro. Like, I've never even had an issue with Chris Pratt, bro, but holy shit, he's in all of the stuff that I love, bro. Like, why is he Mario? Why is he Garfield? Why is he here? Why? Who the hell even likes Chris Pratt this much for him to be here? Children don't even know who he is. What is the what is the thing that makes him so valuable, bro? Like, someone tell me, bruv. Like, can anyone tell me what the freaking hype is about it? Like, anybody, like, about him. Like, it's not even like he has like this super awesome iconic voice. He's bruh. I'll start ranting about this shit, bro. Like, he doesn't even voice act. He just talks. It's a me, Mario. No, the hell you aren't. What? No, you're not. You're not Mario, sir. I don't know who the hell you are. You're Wario, my boy. Like I would have been okay with that. Like, how my guy go? Nah, you know what I mean? Like, bro, why is he? What's happening, bro? What is going on, bro? Like, my guy was already in, like, Marvel for whatever reason. You know what I mean? Like, and that was whatever. You know, I'm like, okay, cool. This is cool. And then it's like, oh, no, he's going to be Mario. What? Oh, man, he's going to be Garfield, too. What the hell? Why? Like, oh, you know what? Not just that, but he's also going to be, you know, what? Like, what's happening? What's going on? Lord of the Rings, anything, count me in. Hey, I feel that. These Disney IPs going public got people doing anything, bruv. Yes, and we're going to be talking about that too, because they're definitely doing anything. I haven't even seen Blood and Honey Part 1, let alone, like, I didn't even know that it warranted having a Part 2. You know what I'm saying, bruv? Like, that's actually crazy, bro. Like, I had no idea that it was that serious. I had no clue, bro. Wolfman is easily my most anticipated horror film. I don't think I know a lot about Wolfman. I don't think I've seen the old Wolfman movies, but I know that those are like straight loved by a lot of people. Like, I don't think anyone really has bad things to say about it, you know? Like, yeah, it's kind of been wild to see it kind of take place the way it has. So I'm excited to get into it, man, and get more Wolfman stuff. I'm so happy to say Superman Legacy is officially coming out next year. Bruh. People have done everything in their power to hate on that man, James Gunn. Like, talk about preying on somebody's downfall. Like, bro, what did James Gunn do to these people? Like, bro, what did he do other than make Marvel a shit ton of money? And now he wants to do the same for DC. You know, like, what is the problem here? Like, can we just all sit back and take a chill pill? Like, take a chill pill, bro? Like, bro, the things that people say and do on the internet is insane. Bro, yeah. The internet is so awesome, but damn, some of y'all that be on it, woo, sheesh. Should be crazy, son. But that is it for our open discussion portion of the chat today, I guess you can say, where, you know, we just kind of talk about we openly discuss just whatever's kind of going on with the movies that are coming out or whatever we choose to talk about. Today, we definitely talked about a whole bunch of shit, you know what I mean? We talked about a whole bunch of shit. I mean, in this portion, we talked about a whole bunch of shit pertaining to, of course, 2024 projects that we'll be releasing. And yeah, it was definitely a good portion of the show. And now we're going to get into our pop culture news portion in just a moment here. But before we do, if you guys haven't already, please make sure you drop a like on the stream, because it definitely helps out around here. And if you guys are sitting there and you're chilling with me and you're like, damn, I wish I had something to just crunch on while I was watching Marvel Bros, I got just the thing for you.
Hi, my name is Dominique Pruitt, and I started Don's Bon Gourmet Popcorn LLC in the summer of 2021 to introduce delicious and unique flavored popcorn not found anywhere else in the world. Why, you ask? Because I make it in my home with love, just for you. We offer over 10 flavors and are continuously creating new flavors that can be customized to any color or taste for your next event, party, or fundraiser. So go find yourself to our website and find a bombastic flavor of popcorn at donsbombgourmetpopcorn.com, or you can also follow us on Instagram or Facebook at Don's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn.
Yo, definitely go check out Dom's Bomb Gourmet Popcorn to get you that popcorn that is always bomb, gourmet, and of course, it's made by Dom. All right, the first bit of pop culture news that we will be getting into today. Let me make sure all my stuff is all situated. There we go. Bam. Alrighty. So, like I said, the first bit of pop culture news that we're going to be tapping in with today is we have the first clip from Marvel's What If Season 3. Talk about unprepared, yo. I was super unprepared to have this coming at us today of all days, or not today, but I think they dropped it like the same day that What If ended. And I was like, what? What's happening here? It's definitely not what I was expecting. It seems like this is going to be coming out really soon, but we have our first clip from it. So let's check it out and see what this holds in store for us. What's happening? My headset's not playing. All right.
These fries are pretty good. They must be made from Russian potatoes. Ah,
What the heck?
Russia's the best.
I'll handle this one.
Relax, relax. Red Guardian has this. Are you relaxed?
Oh
it's
my
very hard
God.
to tell. Your eyes so angry like
Yo.
Peter Fox. How can I help you, officer?
Just a routine check-in. Say, where you fellas headed?
Sisters. Yes, to visit our sister. It's her birthday.
You guys are brothers? What'd you get your sister for her birthday? Because I cannot for the life of me figure out what to get my wife for Christmas.
Television.
You got her a sweater and a television? Wow, that's very generous. Nice story, but where are you really headed?
Oh, this looks
Get out of the
awesome.
vehicle and keep your hand.
One.
Whoa, hey!
Oh, he was about to smack that
Again
boy.
with the guns, and I had wool over his eyes.
Target spotted.
I had wool over his eyes.
Let's
Is
get
crazy.
Get in, cowboy! Let's go round up some super soldiers.
Stop with the bullets. You should dance with your enemies. It is like a great ballet of violence. Oh. Oompa, oompa, oompa. Where did that come from? Did you have that the whole time?
Yo,
No, don't
Bucky.
shoot, dance! Hey, stop swerving.
Bucky's on demon time. What the hell?
It's jammed. You know what Karl Marx said about machines? They make men lazy.
Stop! It's over! Surrender yourself!
The Red Guardian never surrenders!
Oh my God! Bro, I thought he was about to rip the freaking thing off, bro. Yo, let's go. Let's go. That was actually pretty freaking lit. I'm not gonna lie to you. I definitely was not ready for that. That was actually pretty peak, bro. Like it just shows yet again how amazing What If is, bro. Like, What If is the damn show. They have done some amazing things with What If. They've given us so many different areas that that I never thought we would see, and it definitely gives the Saturday morning cartoon vibe brought to a whole new level. Like, bro, if I was a kid watching What If right now, bruh, it would be over. I would be on cloud 20 billion, bro. If I was a child watching What If, I would be like, this is the best show ever. Like, bro, there would be literally nothing to get me off of my high horse, bro, because this show is pretty awesome, bro. And I've seen people complain out the wazoo about this last season on What If and being so irritated and so angry with Peggy Carter being the focal point. And it's like, come on, G. There's honestly no reason for any of the hate, because we literally asked for Peggy Carter. We asked for more Agent Carter. We asked for all this stuff, and they gave it to us in a really dope new way. And people are still hating on it. So it's literally at the point to where you cannot please anyone. And it just definitely is an interesting choices. You know what I mean? It's interesting choices. It's interesting. It's just interesting to do that, you know, completely. You know, I just, yeah, bro. It's just kind of wild that people just are not here for all of the dope ass things that we're getting from Marvel, bro. It's like, they're trying to give us all the things that we asked from. And I'll say it again, yo. I will definitely say it again. I 100% feel like this is all based off of, I really do feel, whoa, my brain just kind of farted. What just happened? I don't even know. All I know is that, bruh, it's kind of wild that people are hating so hard, you know, for no reason. It's like, once again, they've tried to give us everything they could. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. Once again, I circle back to COVID hurt everything so much, because just think about it. We were supposed to get all of these projects a long time ago, and everything has probably been storyboarded for a long time now. Like, I don't think it just started happening, you know? Like, I'm pretty sure like I said, everything's been storyboarded for a while. So, to see this occur, to see these things happen in this way, it's like, man, people don't even know. Like, WandaVision, Multiverse of Madness, it all was supposed to been happen. Like, there wasn't supposed to be, like, a huge break between, like, Endgame and those other projects, you know? So if we would have just got it, a non-stop consecutive amount of content coming out the way it was supposed to, we would be in such a different state right now. It's honestly diabolical. And we are not going to stop seeing the repercussions from COVID until I think this year, like next year, might be the first time we don't see any projects be affected from COVID. But from the projects that we see that aren't affected from COVID, guess what they will be affected from? The strikes. So we got like some grievancy or some leniency period around here, and it's laughably insane to me that people are shitting on writers left and right, and then they were like standing next to them when the strikes were happening, and now it's like, yo, these writers are shit, the stories are shit. Like, it's like, bro, everybody's just talking, bro, and no one's even saying anything. It's kind of insane to see happen all around you, that people are just kind of yapping. Like, they're just yapping for the sake of yapping, and none of the things that they're saying hold weight or are actually even going anywhere. And it's like, bruh, you made yourself this mad? That's kind of insane. You know, like it's kind of insane to see people hype themselves up so much that they get angry that their hype level isn't met that they created for them. You know? Wild. Super wild. Like, man. Wild and insane. But yeah, bro, I'm here for What If season 3. It looks dope. It looks like they're just continuing being awesome, continuing to put, the money into everything, and I'm here for all of it. Another thing that I'm here for, and the next thing that we're going to be talking about on the docket today, is we have a new look at Netflix's live-action Avatar: The Last Airbender series. And in this picture, we have the beginnings of Team Avatar. We see Aang, we see Katara, and of course, Sokka. And oh my goodness, does this look dope. Like, this has me extra hype for what we can see from this show. The trailer already also got me really hyped, but this still lets me know that they're doing the damn thing. Their clothes look better. Everything looks a lot more. It still looks very pristine, for a lack of better words, but I think that the pristine look is a inherent part of what they're trying to make happen for these stills, I'm hoping. So, this is going to be Liddy McJitty. And for real, I'm so ready for Avatar: The Last Airbender. I thought this was coming out this year, but I didn't see that on any of the pages that we were on, any of the coming soon lists that we were just talking about. So I hope this is coming this year, though. It would be heartbreaking if we have to wait another year for this. I mean, but still, if we do, I'm excited about that, because that means they're taking their sweet ass time, baby, and that's what they need to do with this project. Because I mean, Avatar is something that is known by many, and loved by many as well. Like, it is an amazing show that is a kid's show, but holds up with any adult show that's out there type vibe. The storytelling in this is better than a lot of other shows that we have out here, and I just can't wait to see this more serious tone and a more serious take on this Avatar team in general. I mean, even from the trailer that we saw, we know this is going to be more gritty and more insane, because right off the rip, we see that it's going to have the Southern Air Temple we're going to get to see the Air Temple attacked by the Fire Nation on the Day of Black Sun type of vibe. So, or not the Day of Black Sun, excuse me, on the eclipse. So that's going to be insane to just be able to witness, and I hope that it's badass. I hope they don't cut any punches, and I'm definitely sure that they didn't cut any budget for this either. So I'm ready. I'm here. I'm ready, and I hope everyone is ready to rock, roll, lock, and load. For real, for real. Everything about this seems awesome. Next awesome thing that popped up today. New look at Ryan Reynolds in Deadpool 3. Do I need to say more? Holy frijoles, this is amazing. I had no idea, like, bro, this suit is badass, bro. Like, I have no idea what we're going to be getting from this, but it's going to be bloody incredible. The colors pop really well, I feel. I love that the belt is, that leather, and everything else is black. Like, oh my goodness. And then you have the leather belt, you have the leather satchel right here. Like, all of this is just crazy fire, bro. Crazy fire. And I am so ready for everything that comes with this, for real, for real. Like, Yeah, baby. This is going to be lit. From the things that we know, this movie is going to be insane in the membrane, as I said earlier, bro. Like, we know we got Wolverine. We got the Fox. We got, you know, Deadpool kills the Foxverse, bro. There's literally nothing else that needs to be said about that. This is going to be, like, legitimately amazing. Peak is incoming, ladies and gentlemen. I hope you're ready. This movie is going to be peak. That's facts, Nighthawk. That is facts. And I mean, this is not the only peak that we have coming at us from Marvel this year. Marvel is cooking with Crisco with what, the 3 projects that I think there are, or maybe 4. And what, I think 5 of those are animated. Yeah. Like, a couple of those are animated. But we have a first look at the Daredevil Echo fight sequence that was shown on TV earlier today. And it absolutely looks insane. I don't know if they have put out a real version of this, but all I know is that it's like someone recorded the recording of what was happening. So let's check it out. Here we go. Bruh, this is insane. Like, bruh. Come on, G. Oh! Bruh, come on, bruh. We're cooking. We're cooking, ladies and gents. Like, do we need to say more? We are going to be in there, man. This is looking fire. I definitely saw people hating and being like, yo, this looks like choreographers just, you know, hitting a mark. And I'm like, bruh, I don't see that. For me, I don't see that. I see very similar fighting to what we've already seen before. Yeah, G, and I'm hyped. Like, look at that. Bruh. Woo! Oh, bro, the way he dropped and bounced back up right there is actually insane. This is going to be so awesome, bro. This is going to be awesome. I'm here for it. 100% I'm here for it, bro. I am so here for it. It's actually crazy. It's actually crazy how here I am for that. Like, gee. Like, what else do we need to say? Like, come on, honestly, what else do we need to see other than this? Like, I'm pretty sure this is going to be lit, bro. Like, I'm pretty sure this is going to be lit. And this isn't even, like, full scene. And look, you got the parental control advised right here, yo. Like, come on, G. This is about to be wild, bruv. Peoples is not ready. And it's like, bruh is clearly taking it easy, my guy. That's how I feel about that. Like, look at him whooping that man's ass back there. Like, he's taking this easy, bruh. And it looks like this might even be a flashback. Bruh. This is going to be... Whoo. Woo-wee! It's about to be insane, bruv. No cap. Echo is only the beginning of rated R Marvel in the MCU, bro. If you only knew, brother. If you only knew, brother. It's about to get crazy in this heezy for sure, for sure. And you know what? I'm ready for it. And another thing that we're getting, wait, not another thing that we're getting this year. I'm tripping. That was a bad transition. But on to our next thing that we have on the list for our pop culture news is Joker 2 releases this year, starring Joaquin Phoenix, Lady Gaga, Zazie Beetz, and Brendan Gleeson, excuse me. Now this is looking like a banger. I'm ready for it, bro. I'm ready for it. Just look at this. Like, oh, snap. We are going to be in for some good storytelling here. Like, there's nothing else to say about it. The storytelling in this is going to be immaculate. And I am ready to say the very least. Like, to say the very least, I am so ready. Like, if it's kind of insane. This is probably going to be peak. I don't think it's going to be like the best thing of the year by any means, but I do think that literal peak is going to be, you know, I think it's going to be peak in its own right, you know. Like, oh my God, bruh. Yeah, G. And to be able to see like Lady Gaga's character slowly fall in love with the Joker and all, and then like get turned crazy and all of that, like, yeah, bruh. I'm here for every ounce of it, man. I'm here for every ounce of it. Like, no cap. Super ready for Joker 2, Folie à Deux, and I hope you are too. All right. Moving on to the next thing on the docket. The original Mickey Mouse is now public domain. This is actually crazy, yo. Like, this is actually crazy that Mickey Mouse is public domain. And this means a lot. This actually means so much to just everything. Whoa. Oh, I see. So we got Mickey. You know, we got OG Mickey. This Mickey. You know, it's not like all the Mickey Mouses are. Nah, just OG Mickey is now, you know, the IP is open domain. So with that, we also have our first look and poster for Mickey's Mousetrap, a new Mickey Mouse horror movie releasing in March. Bruh. Like, this is basically made by the same people that made the Blood and Honey. Like, it looks exactly like it. The mask seems like the same mask that they had for real. And this is gonna be crazy, bro. Like, this is gonna be insane. Literally the same day that it's announced, we have a movie announced, and not just a movie, but we also have a video game being announced for Infestation 88, a new co-op horror game where players are hunted by the original Mickey Mouse. I have not seen this trailer yet, but let's check it out together for the first time.
thought it was just rodents, but there's something else in here. There's nests. They're everywhere. We tried to take care of it ourselves, but things have escalated. The exterminators are our last hope. Please, help us before...
What the hell? Bro, what's happening, yo? This is crazy. Like, what? What's going on? Out of all the characters, I never would have thought, yo. Like, never would have thought. This is actually insane, actually wild. It seems...
Hey there,
like,
thanks for coming out. We've got a bit of an
it's
infestation here in the storage facility.
Making shit just knowing that it was about to come up. You know, like, oh yeah, Mickey Mouse is about to come to public domain. We dropping trailers the day it comes out, bro. Like, this is how we're starting our 2024. With wacky Mickey Mouse shit going on, bro. This is actually insane. This is actually insane, bro. I can't believe it. Like, I'm honestly at a disbelief that this is really a thing that's happening and that people are gonna be playing and or watching. You know, it's just kind of wild to even think of. I am so baffled. I'm a little, you know, I'm definitely amused by it, and of course I can't forget to say, you know, like, it seems like it's going to be pretty awesome. I like me some horror games, even though I don't play them. Like, I don't like horror games, but I like the genre of horror games. I know that probably makes no sense, but that's what it is. You know, I love the genre of horror games and being able to, you know, check it out, nerd out, and kind of, you know, be scared or watch people be scared or whatever. You know, I love all the content around it and everything. So I'm hoping that we get a W game so we can get some W content from it too. And that genre of video game is definitely blowing up right now too. So hoping for the best from that. But with all that being said, that brings us to the end of our pop culture news portion of the night. I definitely appreciate all of you guys for vibing with the pop culture news portion. The last portion that we will be getting into tonight is, of course, Scoop Central. I am really excited to get into Scoop Central. We are going to be talking about Strange v. Kang, and this is a scoop coming at us from none other but than the man, the myth, the legend himself, Mike Beasy. Big shout out to Mike Beasy, and let's get a hashtag Beasy told you so in the chat, because y'all already know Beasy be coming through with the factoroonies. And, you know, we definitely be capitalizing off of those scoops and coming up with some bomb-ass theories as well. So, and then sometimes our scoops, sometimes the theories that we be having be matching the scoops more than we even know. And so that's one of the best things, you know, that's just a really dope thing that we, you know, get to do around here, is talk about these scoops, you know, what they consist of, and then, you know, nerd out about it even more. So I'm super ready to get into, you know, the scoop that we have, the scoop doopity doop that we have today. And I think it is kind of like a 2-part scoop, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm pretty, you know, I'm pretty hyped for it, for real. And let's actually talk about that first part of the scoop first, and then we'll get into the rest of it. So you may have seen you know, the talks of Coleman Domingo being eyed as a replacement for Kang. There is an option of that happening. He's definitely on the list of people who can be replacing Jonathan Majors Kang the Conqueror, or can we be placing can replace the role of Kang the Conqueror, previously played by Jonathan Majors. And this scoop that we have is actually going to be talking a little bit more about Kang and what that's going to be looking at. So it's going to be pretty dope to get into it, and I'm excited, and I hope y'all are excited. So let's get it cracking and get into the scoop a little bit more. And you guys, if you guys don't know, one of my big theories about Kang is let's just lean into the multiverse Kangs thing and bring in a bunch of actors to play Kang the Conqueror. That's kind of my overview for what should happen when it comes to the Kang stuff, but I know that that's probably not the overview for everyone. But let's get into this scoop and see what it's about. But before we do, a brief word. What is up, Super Fam?
How's it going, everyone?
Welcome to Marvel Bros, where we discuss all things Marvel and everything pop culture.
We started Marvel Bros back in 2019 because we have a love for not only Marvel movies and comics, but because we wanted to have a place where people could stay up to date with all pop culture news.
Here, you will have access to all of our content, whether it be trailer reactions. You look like He-Man.
Oh!
And most importantly, controllable.
Go!
Character breakdowns. Welcome to Marvel Bros Breakdown.
Welcome to Marvel Bros Breakdown, where we dive deeper into characters and theorize about the latest films.
Pop culture news updates. On today's pop culture news update.
And on today's pop culture news update.
On today's pop culture news update.
Today's pop culture news update.
Or movie reviews.
We love to have open discussions here on the channel, so feel free to join us when we go live.
Battle Cove, I like that Kang's motives are understandable in the same way Thanos' motives were. That's exactly what we're saying. That was pretty awesome. Well.
Or jump in the comment section of a trailer reaction or breakdowns so we can theorize, converse, and nerd out.
Follow us on social media at Marvel Bros to stay up to date with the latest news, rumors, content, and more.
You can also join our Discord, where we are constantly having conversations pertaining to Marvel, DC, Star Wars, anime, and everything pop culture.
All of our past pop culture news updates are available wherever you listen to podcasts at.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the super fan.
To get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and that is right, y'all. We definitely appreciate all the love and support coming from y'all here at Marvel Bros. If you haven't already, make sure you drop a like on the stream. Definitely drop a share because it helps out tremendously. Now, let's get into Scoop Central. All right. It's going down, gentlemen and ladies and gentlemen. That's right. This Scoop Central is about to be insane because we're talking about Kang versus Strange. Let's dive into it. Kang is still a major part of the plan going forward. So much so that a major showdown will happen between him and Doctor Strange. Think Thanos versus Iron Man, except in this matchup, Kang is the quote-unquote good guy. Let me explain. The real villain to the multiverse is Doctor Strange. Marvel has been setting it up for a while now. Most recently, outside of What If Season 2 finale, the conversation had between Strange and the Illuminati, where they explained to him what happened with 838's Strange and how he was the cause of the incursions/worlds colliding. We saw an evil Strange in Multiverse of Madness as well, and our Strange followed the same path. Marvel wants you to think Kang is the reason for all these incursions, when in reality, it's Strange. The sinister Strange is basically the route almost every version of Strange takes. Think every version of Peter losing the equivalent of Uncle Ben, the event that propels him to be Spider-Man. The original script had Sinister Strange as a version of Nightmare before Sam Raimi took over, and he would be responsible for the deaths of the other versions of Strange. But ultimately, it was implied in the conversation that Sinister Strange had with 616 that he was the one behind it. Regardless, Strange is the reason for the incursions, and as we saw, 616 Strange has already caused an incursion, which brought about the debut of Clea and Doctor Strange 3. And Doctor Strange 3 will be them trying to stop incursions. Remember about the Timeless? We now know what that storyline is that they will adapt. Get ready for Kang v. Strange. Yo, this is honestly insane in the membrane, bruvs. Like, come on, bros. This is awesome. Like, this sounds amazing. It makes so much sense. And it makes even more sense if we go into this next saga and we have it be, it end up being like Mr. Fantastic versus Doom or something like that. You know, when we get to have these big, amazing matchups at the end of it that we really are hanging on to. I think that this is a perfect idea. I think that, again, COVID hurt them a lot with trying to move these ideas forward. And it's really beautiful the way that we've seen these plots kind of take place in their own respective ways. And I just can't wait for everything to kind of amalgamate and come together. I think that there is enough evidence already on the table that makes this more than plausible and more than likely. I think there is a ample amount of evidence to show this to be even remotely truthful, just because we can truly get really deep when it comes to the Strange versus Kang type of thing. And I mean, let's get real, every Kang that we've seen up until this point has been a good guy in their eyes. Like, He Who Remains thought he was a good guy, and Kang the Conqueror in Quantumania thought he was a good guy. They both thought they were doing bad things for the right reasons, and that's what a lot of good guys think. And that's what a lot of villains kind of story ends up becoming as well. Whether it's, Magneto, Killmonger, whoever. It's about doing bad things for the right reasons, and does the ends justify the means, and how do we explain that? And I think that having these two really duke it out, for a lack of better words, will be incredible, because it's kind of hilarious that we've seen so many Doctor Strange lose and get beat, and no one's like, oh, Doctor Strange sucks. But we see two variants of Kang lose. 2 variants. And everyone's like, oh, this guy sucks, bro. But it's like, bro, we've seen so many Stranges lose. Like, even in that episode of Doctor Strange, there were shit tons of them being, just doing bad things and causing incursions left and right. And incursions are being caused everywhere. So I'm wondering if we are going to see our version of whatever her name is. I can't think of her name right now for some reason. But if he loses her, what does that do to him? Where do we go from there? And I think finessing the entire plot on everybody and having Kang come in and save everything, and then really also finesse the situation and take the power, maybe pull a Killmonger type vibe from What If almost. That seems like it could be a W idea. That seems like it could be really W, and it could actually enter into some even doper storytelling. So I think that this scoop is grade A, and I think that, this could be something that definitely propels us forward. And I'm definitely going to do my due diligence to get this message out there, because I don't think there's any way that people could have put this together. And I think that's a cool thing. And I also think it's kind of a bad thing for Marvel, because people were expecting to have these dots connected very soon because of how, we just came off of dots connecting. And unfortunately, people don't like to wait, and people are very impatient. So I hope that we get, I don't know what we could get that shows us that this is going to be the thing, but whenever we do get that Doctor Strange 3, whenever we do get that Kang Dynasty or whatever it will be called, there may even be reworks to that to kind of make it more of what we see going on with this, or trying to, you know, bring it on more, or build more of that. You know, I'm not sure, but I'm here for all of it, every ounce of it, and it's kind of insane to know that this is what we could get. And man, Iron Man versus Thanos was an amazing background plot type of thing that always he was looking out for. So to have Strange be constantly looking to see what the issue is or what's causing all these problems, and then it be him though, and then have him think that it's Kang, and then have him kind of put together a whole team to go up against Kang, just for all of it to be pointed right back at him. I think that is a beautiful story, and we love stories where our beloved characters become the very monster that they themselves were trying to stop and hold back. And I think that is what is very possible for us to see within this story. So let me know how you guys are feeling about this scoop central that we got of Strange versus Kang, Kang versus Strange, and how you guys would like to see that. I think it would be pretty amazing and pretty awesome. And I mean, for all intents and purposes, we saw both Strange Supreme, is that what his name is? Yeah, Strange Supreme from What If, and we saw Kang the Conqueror from Quantumania both get straight absorbed into whatever it was that they were trying to use to escape. You know what I mean? Or to utilize. And I don't think that is happening on accident. I think there is a duality there that we're just unaware of at this time. But I'm extra ready for it, and I can't wait to see what we get into from all of that. And I hope you guys are ready for all of that crazy and strange things that we can be getting into with the future of the multiverse saga. And with all that being said, I definitely appreciate each and every one of you for tuning in and vibing with your boy Sensei today. For real, we have talked about a grandiose things today. As I said, I definitely apologize for being late, but this is a crazy day, and it's going to be a crazy week ahead of me as well. I definitely hope everyone is ready to get it locked in and loaded and roaded and boated, because we're sliding, you know, we're getting ready for it all. And I'm excited, man. I'm really excited to kind of get it rocking, yo. For real. I got a lot of stuff that I want to think about, and I want to kind of dig deeper in my nerd brain. And you know, the Scoop Central will also be coming out on the channel as a dedicated video, so you guys can, you know, of course, leave all your thoughts, theories, and opinions on that video when it comes out, and how you feel and all that good stuff. I definitely appreciate you guys. I don't know if there's anything to watch. I'm behind on, what is it called? Not Peacemaker. Not the Widow Jackson. Percy Jackson. Yo, my brain was everywhere just now. But I'm behind on Percy Jackson, and I want to catch up on that. I don't think I'm too far behind, but I might be. So I'll try to either do like a marathon where I watch all the episodes at once to catch up, and then we continue with the season from there. I'm not sure how many episodes there are and all that good stuff, though, so I'll have to check that out first and see. But I do want to jump on that watch party, and then, as I already said, next week is going to be the Echo watch party, where all episodes of Echo will be posted at the same time on Disney Plus, and we will be binging the entirety of the show here on the channel. So we definitely hope that you guys are around for that, because it will be amazing. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be fun, and I definitely hope you guys are here for it. It's going to be a really long stream. I will also then cut that stream up into dedicated, you know, ones after that as well. I'm thinking about watching an episode and then maybe doing about 10 minutes of, you know, talking about the previous episode in between, just because it is going to be a fully binged method. So, and I want to, you know, we're going to have to like take intermissions and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying, and all that good stuff. And, you know, also, I should have there should be a new baby around next week as well. A new Marvel baby around, which will be awesome. So, fingers crossed that I actually am able to do the marathon. I've kind of already tried to set it up with everyone in my life to be like, yo, there's going to be a infant born. And if possible, some people can, we get a little bit of help over here so I can do my nerd baby thing on the channel. You know what I'm saying? But because that's just how it be sometimes. And if it's not possible, if no one is able to pull up, while we binge watch that, then it'll be at night. So I should be free to, check it out regardless. But if it's not at night, if they do the 6 o'clock release method, then we'll check it out then. So I'm definitely hyped, yo. I'm excited. You guys have definitely made it an amazing episode of Marvel Bros today, and I appreciate each and every one of you. I hope you have a good rest of your Monday, and I hope you have a good rest of your week. And as I always say, stay awesome, stay nerdy, and don't forget to stay marvelous. Excelsior.
If you guys would like to support Marvel Bros, all you gotta do is visit our website at www.marvelbros.com and buy some merch. Represent the superfan.
Or you can join our Patreon to get early access to content, patron-only scoops, giveaways, private Q&As, and those sacred watch parties.
We appreciate you guys. We'll catch you on the next one.
Excelsior.
On today's pop culture news update.